So I was heading through Akihabara today, my usual hangout, and I came across this thing in the basement of some building in a junk box. Can you read what it says? I had to buy it for 100 yen, $1, USB vacuum cleaner mouse. Are you kidding me? A vacuum cleaner mouse. Let's open it up. This thing is unbelievable. What is this? It's a mouse that is a vacuum cleaner. It's even got like a little filter in there, removable and washable. Now, for some reason, it doesn't actually work. The mouse works when you flick the switch. The scroll wheel is a bit sticky, but the motor doesn't run. So I think it must be really old. Been sitting in the box for who knows how many years. But we'll open it up, have a look, see if we can unstick it and make it work, see what happens. Might be able to vacuum my desk. Alright, I've got some instructions here. Let's see how bad the English is. The English. USB vacuum cleaner mouse. Read this guide thoroughly and follow the instructions. And hang on a sec. This is well written. What's going on here? Turn on your computer and let it boot all the way into your operating system. Insert the USB vacuum cleaner mouse USB plug into your computer's USB. This is rubbish. I paid for English. This is well written. It's actually a very good instructions. That's useless. Alright, anyway. What do we got here? 3 screws. Let's open this thing up. I'll take this off. Take the filter out. I wonder how that is. How that's put together. Oh yeah, look. It's just a little, it's like a fabric felt, not felt, but like some of that plastic sort of fabric, like a nylon sort of filter. And it's just a little box. That catches all the dirt, and you can wash the filter there. That's pretty easy. Alright. There's our motor inside, or our impeller. Sitting in there, that's the suction part. Comes out of there and into the catch box. Pretty simple stuff. And then you got the vents at the back. And that's where it sucks up there. Normal laser mouse. Just a red one. And scroll wheel with the clicky button. Left and right buttons. So let's open this thing up. Alright. Once we get this thing opened, have a look, see if we can unstick whatever's stuck, and we'll put it back together. So I won't do any destructive disassembly, because once we get it back together, we'll fire it up and see how it works. Alrighty, there we go. Okay, so it's pretty standard stuff. Top case there, we'll talk about that in a sec, and it's just basically a laser mouse. I'll bring that a bit closer. We've got a scroll wheel here, which is a bit cheap and nasty. The standard laser chip, you have like a LED and, oh, I say laser, it's got the LED and then the imaging chip here. We've got a switch to turn the motor on and off. When you turn it back, which is, they say down, so if you look at the mouse, down is towards you, sort of thing. It turns off the mouse function, so the mouse won't work, and the motor's supposed to turn on. And then if you flick it back, then the motor turns off and the mouse turns on. I guess that's so as you're vacuuming your desk, your mouse isn't going all crazy over the screen, you don't accidentally press buttons and stuff. The 2 buttons, left and right mouse buttons here, and there's one for the scroll wheel. We've got a ceramic resonator here. That's in place of a crystal because crystals are too expensive, and not much else. What's under there? Oh, that's just to hold the circuit board in. A bit of foam there. So it's pretty bare basic. Let's take this out and see. I'm sure there's going to be a chip on board on the back. Is that the only screw? One screw? Yep, one screw. Not even a chip on board on the back. I guess that this chip is doing the whole lot. It must be an integrated, like a fully integrated system. So there's no extra smarts really at all. Bit of muck there. Seen better days. Alright, well I'll put that back together and then we can see about fixing the fixing this bit, because we'll look at that now once I get it together. Okay, so what do we got? It's looking a bit sealed, isn't it? Maybe I can... it's free in there. Well, it's free in there now. I gave it a wiggle and I heard it sort of crack a little bit, like something's... maybe it's freed up now. Maybe that's all I needed. Okay, I'm going to give you a close-up and we'll see if you can see the impeller inside. You can kind of see inside there the impeller. Give that a bit of a turn. You can see that it's got some little curved blades. It's not just like a straight blade. It's designed to go in one direction only, so they can curve the blades for greater efficiency. If it was something like an AC motor, like a synchronous motor or whatever, which can travel in any direction depending on what part of the waveform, the AC waveform it starts on, they have to be straight blades, because if it goes backwards it's going to be really inefficient. You often see that sort of set up on a aquarium pumps. The motor, it can go one way or the other just depending on, you know, when you turn it on the AC waveform, because of that they've got to be straight blades, because it's got to be somewhat efficient in both directions. Whereas this DC motor, it's only going to go in one direction all the time, so they can curve those blades and make it a bit more efficient. Kind of like if you look at a turbocharger, the blades are curved in a certain direction all the way around. So yeah, well let's put this thing back together, because that is turning in there now. So we'll put it back together. We'll plug it into my USB power supply that I made in the earlier video. Check out the link here somewhere, and we'll see if we can get this thing to run. How does that go? Like that. Alright. It feels nasty. Oh, that's so bad. It's so cheap. Alright. Alright, so I got it plugged in. You can see the red light there. It's just into a power supply. There's no actual data connection to the computer or anything. So if I flick that, oh, there we go. Oh, those bearings are dry. Kill me! Kill me! Holy shit. What is this? I'm gonna get some oil. Holy shit. Alright, so I got some hydraulic oil here. Stuff I use in my airsoft gun. Just a thin, light machine oil. Oh, try and stop that scream. Oh man, that was terrible. You can see bushes in the motor. I probably can't get to one end of the motor, the impeller side, but I should be able to get to the back side of the motor. Alright, yeah, there we go. I can get to this one. Chances are it won't be that end that's the problem, but there we go. Bit of oil there. I wonder if I can somehow... I wonder if that comes apart. They've probably glued... yeah, they've glued it. What they've done is they put the impeller onto the motor and they glue the top half of the volute. This section here, this round section, is called the volute. You got the where it comes in here, and then it spits it out. It kind of looks like a little turbo. Oh, the wires are breaking. I have to solder those back on. Now I'm just going to tear them off. There we go. So yeah, this round section is called the volute, and what's inside is called the impeller, the spinning bit. So I don't think I can really do much more in the way of lubrication, because I can't get the thing apart without breaking the glue seal, which is going to be super glue or something. Oh, hey, there we go. Alright, I just pulled it apart. So put a bit of oil in there. Okay, let's just dose it up, eh? Get this thing really slippery. Alright. Now I need a tissue. Okay. Now. So I wonder if they're running this motor on 5 volts, because usually these sort of motors, you expect them to be about 3 volts. I wonder. Oh, they've got a resistor there. I guess that resistor will be the being used to drop the voltage to the motor. Just what's that? Like a 1 watt or yeah, probably a 1 watt resistor or something. It's not going to draw much current, that thing. Alright, I'll solder this thing back together and put it back together, and we'll see if it still screams at us. Alright, so we've got the thing back together, ready to go. Lubricated the motor. I put some oil into the actual impeller volute area as well, because I couldn't get it back together perfectly, so it's got a little bit of a rubbing issue, but it does sound better, and there is actually a little bit of airflow. That's so noisy. That's so shit. Wow. Oh man, that's horrible. Oh, a bit of oil. Okay, so what I got was a bit of flour. I wanted to use talcum powder, but flour is good enough. Let's see how this thing... Yeah, the old vacuum cleaner advert on TV where they're sucking up the powder from the carpet. Okay, we've got a nice smooth surface, bit of just normal cooking flour. Let's see what this does. Is it going to work? Oh, nah, it's so shit. Oh, wow. It's not even doing a thing. That's just... That's shit. Don't buy these things. Wow. This is don't even bother. Oh man, that's just terrible. No wonder these things are so cheap. Look at that. There's nothing even in there. I just got it all over myself. Oh, there is a little bit. There is a little bit in there. It picked up like a little bit of a wipe. Yeah, there we go. Man, I don't even want to use this thing as parts. I might keep that motor. That's about it. And the LED. The motor and the LED. That's all I'll keep. Wow. So that's a vacuum cleaner mouse. $1 in Akihabara in the junk bin. I know why it was in the junk bin now. I'll see you next time. Thumbs down. Thumbs down.